Fortunately, it's becoming more common to where there's more demonstrated success stories in that regard, and it's becoming a little bit more standardized what that approach is.
What's been your biggest frustration when it comes to people even want to exit crypto or exit any other assets and they have a lot of tax?
Right. So as syndicators, we'd love to take 1031 exchange money all day long. It's generally larger check sizes, and it's folks that are really motivated to get their capital into the replacement assets. But it becomes complicated when you get into all the IRS regulations as far as what's considered a like kind exchange, and the exchange timeframes as well, with 45 days for identification, then 160 days to execute the replacement. So it's really hard to get all those factors to align when it's already complicated enough to just close on the asset itself. That we are also pioneering as well as on the front of being able to facilitate those both on the entry and on the exit, because we want to cater to those types of investors and take advantage of the tax deferral methods that are out there. You've probably been approached with investors that are proposing things like TICs, tenant in common, DSTs, some of the ways to kind of group together investors or pull investors into deals through tax deferred capital. And that's something that's pretty complicated to structure, but fortunately it's becoming more common to where there's more demonstrated success stories in that regard, and it's becoming a little bit more standardized what that approach is. And I think that's something that, again, being able to introduce some of this fractionalization through securitized token offerings will help as well, just because a lot of the proof of ownership, and it's just a lot more trackable and granular. So just more data available in that regard.
Awesome. Yeah, no, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, we call that the shotgun wedding, right? You got to get engaged in 45 days.
Yep.
You got to get it married in 180, and sometimes
not a lot of time.
Not a lot of time, right? Some pressure there. And then sometimes you want to like diversify. You don't want to necessarily put all your eggs in just one deal. You want to put a little bit in some liquid investments, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, crypto, some of some passive deals, something inactive, but you don't have to take it all on just your shoulders, right? Or just the timing's not right. And that's where the Deferred Sales Trust is amazing. We call it the Netflix to the Blockbuster 1031, and that you can sell high, buy low, diversify. And it does take some getting used to, and that's part of what we provide with our services. And you can go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. That's capitalgainstaxsolutions.com.